Roger, roger.
Being in Rochester, New Hampshire.
Put that in Rochester, New Hampshire. Hello from Swiper in Auburn.
I'm going to throw you a quick wave because I think the time's coming up, but I'm waving at you from the Lilac City. And check. I'm not getting signal on you, but your audio's carrying right in there, Roger. Yabba-dabba-doo. Before you go, man. Scooby-Doo. From New Hampshire. With the picture saying howdy. Before you go, man. 1060. We got Southern California coming in there fixing. I'm going to throw you a quick wave before Radio Man gets the show started. 2020, we're standing by.
That damn 2020, big radio bump pump.
I heard you very close. Good evening, 2020. I hear you good over here in Lewis Bay.
Hey, fix it.
Yeah, go ahead, Swiper.
Your radio was starting to wander there, but that can't sound good.
Yeah. Shit is coming in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I got the end of Lake Placid, Florida, but she's pretty noisy out here. You're making it to Scottsdale, 303, still Arizona here. Theater.
Yeah, we're ready. I'm ready.
All right, well, welcome to Maine SideBanders. Thanks for everyone that's showing up tonight. Hopefully we got a good night here. We're going to try to do like last time. I wasn't here last week, but I'll start with the counties from the north, and I'll work my way down to the south. Before I do last call in the county, just if you guys have any relays, just hold those relays to the end rather than just trying to jump in. I'll ask for the relays before I move to the next county. So anyways, welcome to Maine SideBanders, guys. Thank you, Maine's best sideband net here. And we're going to get to the bottom of some of the life's greatest mysteries. Like, are we going to be able to understand Fix-It's radio? Maybe, maybe not. Are we going to be able to, understand Regal's radio? Possibly. And will Screwdriver have any questions tonight? I think the chances are highly likely. So anyways, I have a feeling we're not going to get any, but I will start out with Aroostook County. We got any stations from Aroostook County standing by? All right, no check it. Oh, let me turn that off there. We don't need echo on sideband there. All right, let's go. Piscataquis County. Piscataquis County. Any check-ins from Piscataquis? Oh my God, Piscataquis County. I did not hear anything. Is there any relays for Piscataquis County? Nothing heard. Moving on. Washington County. Washington County. Any check-ins from Washington County? I didn't hear any. Any relays? Any relays? Nothing heard. All right, we're moving on next to Penobscot County. Penobscot County. Any check-ins from Penobscot County? All right, nothing heard. Any relays before I move on? All right, moving on quickly here. Hancock County, Hancock County. Any check-ins, Hancock County? All right. Oh boy, I feel like I'm talking to myself here, but we should start getting some here pretty soon. Any relays, Hancock County? I'm not hearing anything. If you guys hear anything when I call for relays, just holler. Okay, moving on. Somerset County. Geez, I think Floyd's in Somerset County. How about Somerset County? All right, not hearing anything in Somerset County. Any relays, Somerset County? Well, someone's talking there. I think you're on AM. Oh, son of a gun. Hold on a second. Let me try that again. Try that again.
Yeah, there was some, Floyd was hollering.
706 Connecticut, 706 Connecticut, 303 Central Arizona.
Yeah, I was going to say Floyd was kicking in. Obviously, Skip, but they don't count.
All right, copy that. Sorry about that, Floyd. That was my fault on this end. I didn't hear you direct, so try it one more time. I think I'm hearing you here. Try it one more time.
Floyd, try it one more time. Try that.
Yeah, okay, 500. Put a cork in it there. Yeah, we got you direct there, Floyd, in Somerset County. We got you them. I got no reading on the S meter on you, but we're copying you just fine. All right, we're moving on here. Waldo County. Any stations, Waldo County. Any relays, Waldo County. All right, nothing heard. I don't think we're not Farmington. Franklin County. How about Franklin County? All right. And I think if the way this is going, starting from the north, working my way down, I think next week we're going to start in the south. How about Kennebec County? Kennebec County.
Yeah, you get Birdman over here in Kennebec County, right in Augusta.
Okay, copy you Birdman and Kennebec County up there in Augusta, and we got you S5 over here, Birdman. The hell am I don't know what the hell I'm hearing now. I'm hearing music. All right, we got you there, 7. Stand by a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I think my phone's officially possessed. It just started playing music randomly. Screen's off, and it just started playing music. I apologize. 50 lashes with a piece of RG58 for radio, man. I apologize. I got Birdman and 7. Birdman and 7. Is there anyone else? I'm sorry, in Kennebec County? I hear someone in there. Does anyone could relay that? All right, I'll take that as a no. Knox County, Knox County. Any check-ins for Knox County? Yeah, could you repeat that again? I didn't quite catch who that was. Did anyone catch who that was that tried to check in from Knox County?
Sounded like he was on AM.
Okay, sir. We'll come back to you. It's not a problem. We'll come back to you. There'll be an opportunity here in about 5 more minutes here to open it up. We'll try to come back to you. Something was going on. How about Lincoln County? Lincoln County. Copy that, Ben from Dover, Maine. Nice signal here tonight. We got you at S6 there. Ben from Dover, Maine. Copy that. Anyone else? Lincoln County. Lincoln County. All right, moving on. Sagadahoc County. How about Sagadahoc County?
Got steel toe waving hand.
Hey, Steel Toe, thanks for showing up tonight. Just come back one more time. I'll give you a signal report there.
Yeah, I'm going to take it down 20 there, and then be able to talk down there. Okay, yeah, quick. Have a good one.
All right, Steel Toe, try that one more time.
Steel toe waving hand.
All right, copy that, Steel Toe. I got you S7 going up to S8 there over in Bodenham, and I appreciate you stopping by. We got any other stations from Sagadahoc County?
Rigor Mortis Roosters checking in.
Copy that on Rigor Mortis Rooster over in, yeah, we got you S8 over here. Rigor Mortis Rooster, they're over in Bath, right?
Yes, sir. Beautiful town of Bath.
Okay, any other check-ins? Sagadahoc County for roll call, Maine SideBanders. Copy that, Runt on the just jerking you around a little bit this morning, Runt. Yeah, we copy over there in Bowden or Bodenham? Yeah, we got you S9 over here. You got a good signal, though. So, Runt over there in Bowden. All right, anyone else, Sagadahoc County? Sagadahoc County. I'll ask one more time before I move on to Androscoggin County. Any relays for Sagadahoc? All right, nothing heard. Trying to move things along here. All right, Androscoggin County. I'm sure I shouldn't need any relays for Androscoggin.
Joker over here. Hello.
Hey, Joker, we got you 20 over here, Joker. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Got Swiper here in Auburn.
Oh, Swiper in Auburn. Joker's just barely edging you out. You're like about 10 over, just tickling the 20. But good evening, Swiper.
Good evening.
Snowman Lewiston.
Oh, Radio Man. About Miss Paranoid Waldo.
All right, I copied Paranoid. There was another station that checked in right before Paranoid that I missed. Who was that? Right before Paranoid. Who was that?
Snowman in Lewiston.
Oh, okay. Hey, Snowman in Lewiston. How you doing this evening, Snowman?
Pretty good yourself?
All right, we got you S6 over here, Snowman. Doing good over here in New Gloucester. Anyone else for Androscoggin County? Androscoggin County. I copied Hunter and Lewiston. There was another station got covered up. We'll come back to you. Hunter and Lewiston. Yeah, you're doing good. There was one other station that came in just under Hunter. Who was that? I'm just missing the handle. Can someone relay that? I know they're in Lewiston. I'm just not following the handle. Stool sample? Okay. Stool sample. That's a new one on me. Stool sample in Lewiston. Let me get that one written down. Stool sample, not a lot of signal over here, but you are making the trip.
Alright,
we're going to have to circle back to that one. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, stool sample, we need you to stand by here. Screwdriver's going to have questions on stool samples, so please stick around for a few more minutes. Any other stations? We only got a couple more counties here. Any other stations for Androscoggin County?
Hawkeye, Lisbon Falls.
Good evening, Hawkeye from Lisbon Falls. You're S9 over here. Anyone else? Androscoggin County, Androscoggin County.
Not working, 207 minus.
No, we got you. We got you direct 207. Maybe you were getting covered up. Some of those last few stations were coming in a little stronger. We got you 207. Apologize. As we get down to some of these southern counties, it gets a little busier. Anyone else? Androscoggin County, Androscoggin County, standing by. All right, well, geez, 500 was chomping at the bit to talk earlier, and then once it comes around to him, he's gone. 500, where are you?
Can't really even work.
Oh, man, you got to pump it up over there.
Taking right through your door right there. Taking not north. Going there right in. Awesome. Keeping the van going. Awesome.
All right, we're gonna move on Oxford County, and if we get anyone at the end, we'll still get you in here on roll call. Oxford County. All right, Fix It. Hey, and you're sounding good tonight. You sound like Fix It. Good job. Is there any relays for Oxford County? Any other relays?
Since their pipeline just keyed up on the edge of Rumput.
Okay, that's why I asked for a relay. There was someone in there I wasn't hearing amazing, and I thought it might have been him. Appreciate that. Anyone else for Oxford County?
Here's Zero in Otisfield.
Otisfield. What was the handle in Otisfield? Oh, hey, Nemo. Okay, yeah, I think we've talked before. Nemo over in Otisfield. Gotcha. All right, let's move on to Cumberland County. Cumberland County.
You missed Bone Crusher and Pipeline.
I did get Pipeline. Screwdriver relayed that. I apologize on Bone Crusher over there in North J. So I do have Bone Crusher down. Sorry, and thank you for the relay, Fix It. How about Cumberland County? Cumberland County.
You got Andy and Rice Tea over here in Wyndham.
Okay, Andy and Rice Tea in Wyndham. You guys are sounding good on sideband. And thank you for stopping by. Anyone else in Cumberland County? I'm not hearing anyone else. I know Screwdriver's in here.
Sorry, I was at the other end. I'm trying to organize out back here a little bit. Yes, Screwdriver checking in.
All right, we're gonna move on here. Last county. Well, then we're gonna grab New Hampshire, but last Maine County, York County. Anyone in York County? Well, welcome, Jumpin' Joe, newcomer in Biddeford, Maine. We're going to open it up here. We don't really have too many rules. We just do the roll call a little structured. But after that, if there's anyone you want to try to talk to, or maybe a few stations want to check to see if they can reach out to you down in Biddeford. Jumpin' Joe in Biddeford here. Yeah, hang on. I think in another couple minutes here, we're going to open it up to whatever. Any other stations? York County. York County.
Hey, Jumpin' Joe.
You son of a bitch.
You listen so well.
Nevada Street, right here in Lewiston.
Someone slap his pee-pee.
How to do it. Jumpin' Joe, 500 Maine, bump, Lewiston.
A little bit, 500.
Bump, right there. No pain, no strain. 9 dB up. Roger, roger.
Any other stations, York County? Any other stations, York County? Yeah, could you repeat that? I heard someone say Radio Man. Who was that? Ah, copy Pigpen and OOB. Thanks for stopping by there, Pigpen. Like I said here, well, any other stations, York County, before we move on to the last stop for any stations in New Hampshire. York County, Maine. Anyone else? All right, not hearing anyone else. Any relays for York County? Yeah, Wingnut and Solon, we got you. Did I get that right? I think you said it was Wingnut and Solon. We got you.
Hey, learn proper protocol out there. Learn where you're at.
All right. How about any stations from New Hampshire? Any New Hampshire stations, doesn't matter what county you're in, state of New Hampshire. Last stop before we open it up here. I try to keep it to about 15 minutes. It went a little long, but any stations in New Hampshire?
2020 checking in.
Okay, we got. I was expecting you, Cyclops 2020. We usually get you from New Hampshire. Is there anyone else? Okay, Cyclops, you hear anyone else in New Hampshire?
You have 2020, right?
Yeah, you got to follow along there, 500. We got them. Cyclops, do you copy anyone else in New Hampshire? Any relays? All right, I'm going to try once more. Cyclops. Any relays in New Hampshire? Any relays, Cyclops?
Triple three, New Hampshire. Actually, try to do it. Get 500 here in Maine. 333, bump on it, New Hampshire.
Oh. Well, I think it's about time we've opened it up. And like I said, thanks for some of the newcomers stopping by. Appreciate it, guys. You guys being patient. So, all right, I'm going to sit back here and let everyone else do some talking here for a minute.
120, New Hampshire. You're in a Maine net. You may want to try to work some of the stations out there.
Yeah, Roger, 530. The number is 120. 120, and we're right around Seattle, Washington. 40. We have a signal here, so we'll back out to wave 7.
That's DX. There's the 333, though.
I bet it's raining there.
Radio Man, taking 333, New Hampshire. Heard it.
Yeah, you're right here in Waldo. This is Paranoid 269. Roger, Wayne. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good down here. That's for sure. Nice and loud to me.
Got nothing now, but.
You son of a gun. What was it? 130, Washington State, 2020 waving.
Roger. Well, we had some skip coming in all of a sudden, too, there, Wayne. So, Radio Man, if you can hear me, Wayne and Carmel checking in. Wayne, 340 in Carmel.
That's all DX.
How about that, Wayne? How about it, Wayne? You got a copy on this little screwdriver? Try to work some of the stations at 2020 in the state of New Hampshire.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Hey, 2020 state of New Hampshire. Get 500 Maine. Just pumping on land mount. 2020 500 Maine. Just trying.
This is just going direct to the internet stream there. Dutchman Radio. Yes, thank you for stopping by. We tried to balance the roll call. We do structured, but we're at CB Radio. Everyone, it's traditionally very much a free-for-all. So we try to balance. Some of the people like the structure, some of the people like the free-for-all. So we do the somewhat structured county by call-in, and we don't get all the counties. I mean, but we do, we do get a fair amount of the counties, at least the majority of them. So yeah, and then after that, we just open it up, and it's just kind of a whatever. People talk about whatever they feel like talking about. So, but yeah, that's how we do it here. We traditionally get anywhere between 25 and 35 check-ins.
Gravedigger, you definitely were sounding good. That I think you're on your striker. It sounded good. I'm going to back out of here for a few minutes. I got some puttering to do, and it is definitely busy. I don't know if Radio Man got Wayne from Carmel in there. I heard him. I obviously can't make contact, but Gravedigger, you have a super final. I don't know if you were on the list, but we'll make sure Radio Man's got you and Wayne on the list, and I'm going to shut up for a few minutes.
Yeah, I do have Wayne. Is Gravedigger over in Lewiston?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. And Stool Sample. We got Stool Sample's a new attendee, I believe. And we got also Jumpin'... Was it Jumpin' Jim? Who was the guy in Biddeford? Jumpin' Jim? What was it? Was that who it was?
I believe it was Jumping Jack. Jumping Joe out of Biddeford. Fuck, we were both wrong. I'm 500 Maine. Lewiston. I knew it was a JJ. I just didn't remember what it was. Good evening, Jumping Joe. Good evening. I definitely want to go back to that fucking stool softener guy, but I'm going to shut up.
I thought it was stool sample.
Oh, shit. Stool sample. A softener is something you need to do beforehand. Never mind. Oh, man. I mean, I thought it was going to be like stool cranium for like shithead or something, but I need to know some more information about this now.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, let's find out. Oh, it's that stool sample out here. Let's find out. Who is he?
Hey, Jumpin' Joe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, no pain, no strain. Hannaford down here in Lewiston, Nevada Street. Bing, bing, bump.
Yeah, they give me a really good signal on your phone. So,
I can hear you really good down here from Poland.
Yeah, I know, man.
I don't want to cut the action too much. This is just direct to the stream. The other paradigm that we kind of have here is I'm kind of in the middle. So there's stations in southern Maine and then central Maine that some of these guys can't hear the guys down in southern Maine. So you'll kind of hear on the stream, it sounds like there's multiple conversations are going on. That's what's happening. Not everyone can hear each other, obviously. So that's kind of a little bit of a paradigm that we have that goes on here. But we try to make it work and make everyone happy.
Wait a minute. Can I squish Swiper to wing that?
No, I got a real good copy on Swipe up here. No doubt. You're banging and you're not getting a whole lot of signal on you, but you sound great.
Damn it. This might be my only opportunity to step on Swiper to wing that. It's not going to happen.
How do I sound over there, Bob?
Yeah, you sound good. He says you sound better up there than you do at home, but you sound great to me on this striker out back.
10 more. Oh, I imagine.
I think you guys used to be on 32, if I remember right.
Roger that. The gang still hangs around down there. There's some probably hanging out this evening. I don't know if some of the guys came up in Sandbag. You listening to them? 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. Bunch of retirees hang out all day, Roger. Talking about Swiper.
Roger. I can hear that 2020 Cyclops up here in Waldo. This is paranoid. I can hear 2020 up here in Waldo.
Where'd everybody go? Frig, I hear like 20 people still keying up talking. That's my problem.
I'm hearing them too. Listen to that.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of traffic. I'm trying to be good.
Roger. Everybody's talking at once, but I can still pick out that 2020 Cyclops. I do.
This is particularly direct to the stream. You guys on the internet, apologize. I'm eating a brownie. They're very chatty tonight. There's a lot of conversation. This is what usually happens, but this is more chatty than normal. Everyone's checking who can I talk to. We have guys down in New Hampshire. There's guys that are, doing 120 miles. That's a stretch. But I'd say there's guys even doing 90-mile shots here. So everyone's checking their systems out.
Yeah, 5 double. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, all I got at booth ray right now is getting went that way. I got booth ray. I got paranoid right there. What's going on there, paranoid? Hanging out? Have a good night, pump.
Roger, there, 500, yeah, absolutely.
Roger, absolutely. Had to do it, paranoid. Just had to do it.
10-4, gives me 10 pounds up here.
Roger, the 10 pounds. I'm out of the way. I didn't do it. Pump.
Roger, yeah. I don't know, we're supposed to be playing across 2020 to hear me. It's paranoid up here, Waldo.
Yeah. 2020, can't hear you there, paranoid. Can't even hear you. What the hell? Paranoid, 20 dB up. Can't even hear you. What the hell is going on with that?
10-4, you mean that 2020 Cyclops in the Lilac City? You can't hear Mr. Paranoid up here in the state of Maine? What's going on?
Don't even understand that. I don't understand that, paranoid. I just don't understand it. It's like you used to be over here by the river. And
you think he's a big badass?
We took the same thing. What the hell is up with that? Damn, they don't even work.
I just want to know if you can hear that too. I know it's not just me.
Damn, it didn't even work there, Mr. Paranoid. Just saying.
10-4, I guess not.
Guess not. You said it again, Pom.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Pom. Step it back down. Oh.
CQDX. CQDX. P295 in the state of Maine, waving.
Well, with that noise, I think it's coming in. It started rolling in about the same time that did. So, yeah, I'm just going to sit back and listen to what I can listen to.
The other way.
Hey, Radio Man, how was your sled today, Kay?
Cyclops down there in New Hampshire.
Yeah, everyone wants to talk to Cyclops in New Hampshire. Should we take more of a measured approach at this to you guys? Because I'm listening to you guys, and all of you are keyed up at the same time, all trying to talk to Cyclops. And then when Cyclops keys up, you guys are all talking. Maybe we should try. Maybe we should kind of do this like a ride at the carnival here. We set up a line here.
I don't know, right, man. Thinking right there. Radio actually working pretty good. Not dropping up a little bit, hanging around. Thinking I can talk to you right now.
Hey, Wingnut, do you want to try? Are you trying to talk with 2020 down in New Hampshire, Wingnut?
No, I was just curious if you can hear me or not. Like there's a lot of people in there.
I can hear you, Wingnut. 2020 waving.
10-4, Wingnut waving back. Up here in Solon, Maine tonight.
Now, I got you're wiggling my needle a little bit, but the audio's nice and you're carrying right down here. What's the town you're in tonight?
I'm in Solon, Maine.
Yeah, I'm getting a little QRM from the locals. I'm running a video gate. I'll look at it later. Maybe Radio Man can hold my hand along the way.
He's in Solon, 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 Maine. Copy?
Copy that. I'm getting QRM, dude, from just the locals here. That's why. Those guys are doing fine.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys heard that, but 2020 is getting some local QRM from, I guess, a nearby channel or something, or for CB speak. He's getting splashed. I don't know. Is anyone else in there who wants to try to grab Cyclops? I was trying to get Cyclops.
Hey, Mr. Paranoid, hey, Waldo.
Hey, Paranoid, I've been waving at you all night long, so my arms are tied. You're doing a good trip, my friend. 3 over and great.
Roger. You're S5 here. S5 here tonight. Very good signal tonight, too. Absolutely. Doing a very good job. 20.
How about it, 2020? You got a copy on 295 in the state of Maine, hello? 295, stand by for 1 second. Radio man, pick it up and I'll stand listening.
Yeah, hey, 295. Is this Steel Toe? I think this number. Who's 295? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't hear anybody talking. That's why I yelled at him. Got it, 10-4?
Yeah, go ahead. You got Radio Man over here in New Gloucester, 295. Tell us where you are. What's your location?
This be Steve in South Portland.
Oh, copy that. Steve in South Portland. Okay, yeah, we got you down here. Yeah, I've talked to you before. Were you, excuse me, were you trying to reach 2020 down in New Hampshire?
Yeah, Cyclops. 2020 Cyclops.
Hey, 2020 Cyclops, no pain, no strain. Downtown Lewiston. Say no, Roger, Roger.
Again? 295. Yeah, you're making a good trip from South Portland. You're kicking the can, man, my friend. You sound good. All right, Radio Man, I'll stand by. I don't know if anybody else wants to wave.
Yeah, is there anyone else out there who's trying to get a hold of Cyclops? I know some of you guys are trying to check your station out there for that New Hampshire station. Anyone else out there?
Steel Toe want to reach out to him?
Steel Toe, are you out there, Steel Toe, still?
2020. Steel Toe, I'm copying you, my friend. 2020 waving right back from the Lilac City of Rochester, New Hampshire.
Hey, Roger that. Cyclops sounding good. I got your 5 dB up. Sounding good, my friend. Take care.
Jack, not much of a signal on you down here, but, I'm in the lowland, so you can't count that much. But all that matters is the audio, and I'm hearing you clear as a bell, and I'm running the gate. I'll post it up later so you can hear yourself, Roger.
Hey, Roger that. I'll have to check that out. You all take care down there in New Hampshire, the state I was brought up in. Roger.
Look at that gate. Can I get that gate?
Curious, what's your 20?
I'm in Bowdenham, Maine. Bowdenham, Maine.
Yeah, check on the Bowdenham. Good trip, man. You're making it down here. All right, I'll be standing by. Back to you, Radio Man.
Hey, Steve. Okay, hey, Steve and Sopo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wingnut up in Solon says he can hear you. Try calling for Wingnut up in Solon.
How about a Wingnut? How about that Wingnut? You got a copy on 295 in the state of Maine, hello? Yep, I got a copy on you. You're way down in there, but I can hear you. I don't know if you got a copy on me, but I'm hearing you up here. I don't have any copy on him whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, no problem, Wingnut. He didn't hear you, Wingnut. Well, I don't need to tell you that. So, Steve, yeah, Wingnut just was hearing you, and he wanted to try to reach out to you. It's a pretty good trip up to Solon. So you're making it up to Solon, but not quite being heard from Solon or hearing the station up in Solon. I just wanted to let you know there, Steve. All right, I don't want to back out. I was just trying to help you guys make a few contacts, some of those farther out stations. I'll back out here and listen.
70 I'm back on the side. Background noise. It's insane how quiet it is.
Must be nice. How about that Cyclops 2020? How about the Cyclops 2020? 333 up there in Oxford County.
That 4107 is a mud duck. Yeah, I heard my coax ring, and I'll stand by and let the guys chat about 2020 waving.
I don't know what you did fix it, but it started to sound really wonky during that transmission again.
My radio?
No, fix it's dead. I heard somebody else. Did you hear that other check-in, Radio Man? Fuck, I already forgot where he said his handle was. Somebody was just trying to check in.
Yeah, that's 4107 Cape Elizabeth. I think he goes by high pressure. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That was 4107 mobile.
Copy that on the 4107 mobile in Cape Elizabeth. We got you from the Radio Man here in New Gloucester. Thank you.
Yes, mobile's definitely working. fix it. What did you do? I'm just curious, because your radio did this, I think, last week or the week before, too. Are you back on the one with, like, low batteries or something? Because as you were talking, it kind of got worse and worse.
No, I'm in motion, though.
Well, I checked all the connections and cleaned them up a little bit. It's been sounding great so far tonight, but I guess a long talk, it gets wonky.
Yeah, that time wasn't too bad. Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. You definitely had a key up where you went really sideways.
I don't think so. How about it, John? How about it, 2020? How about it, 2020, 340 up here in the town of Carmel?
Was that Wayne and Carmel? Is that Wayne and Carmel?
340 up there in Carmel. I had absolutely copied you. 2020 waving. It's Carmel. It was definitely Wayne and Carmel. Let's go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, Wayne. Come down, Carmel. Pump. QSK, standing by. Wayne, I want to try to work you one more time. Key up. I want to at least get you on a video game because I am copying you down here in Rochester. CQ, I am sniffing glue. How about it, Wayne, up there in Carmel? 2020 waving. 2020 waving, Carmel. Something like that. 2020 waving, Carmel. Dead clear here. Just saying.
Holy fuck, 500. You need an Omni, and you need to learn how to listen, because that was New Hampshire there trying to call for Carmel.
Dead clean. That guy was in Carmel. Dead key.
How much liquor have you had tonight?
In New Hampshire trying to yell for Wayne and Carmel, but you can't hear him because you're backside to him. You really need to put up an Omni.
Oh, I get it to be the other way, but I got that guy right down, Carmel. Did you actually hear it?
Bump.
I heard both of them.
Okay.
I mean, Wayne and Carmel is not hearing me by the sounds of it, but, yeah.
Guy Carmel, dead key, twice, pump.
I talked to Wayne up on 66.
He's doing it again.
15 minutes. He could hear me in Boothman. Sorry, could hear you, Bob.
I'm all back on the little X4, so I don't know. I'm not pumping that much power, so I don't know if he can hear me or not. I'm hearing, I'm sure just like radio, man, it's frustrating because I'm hearing like about 5 or 8 different conversations, both sides, each conversation. It is rough right now.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
All right, I'm going to shut up for a few minutes. I got a couple of drawers to put in this tool chest I just brought up. So, yeah, I'm going to listen and let other people keep on talking.
CQ, I'm not sniffing glue. Hey, Wayne, I don't know if you're sandbagging. I'm trying to work you. 2020 down in Rochester. How about it, Wayne, up in Carmel?
Copy that. I think that's Runt said I can hear everyone tonight. Well, that's good. You seem to do pretty good, Runt, from your location. I haven't forgotten about you, but trying to find a microphone. I was gone on a snowmobile trip, so I'll go back. I'm just going direct to the internet. I'm going to go back to the radio here.
Stand by for like 3 seconds so I can try to work the station up in Carmel. Oh, I will. Definitely. Unkeyed. Could you hear me, right? Damn, it didn't even work. He's yelling at me because he's bitching at me because I'm teeing up. Damn, it didn't even work.
Well, I know your receive don't work.
I will listen to it right now. It's Carmel, whatever that is. I'm going to try it one more time. 500, please stand by so I can hear him because when you key up, you just drop the hammer on him. CQ, buckle my shoe. How about it, Wayne? How about it, Wayne, up there in Carmel? 2020 down in Rochester, New Hampshire. We're trying to work you. Roger that.
I don't know what the hell Wayne's running, but Christ's sakes, I hear him on my Omni.
Because I got just asked you, just answer you, just saying, not knowing. Hey, Rochester, something like that, Rochester, New Hampshire, I heard you. It keyed on you, but you didn't hear it? That was local.
Oh, if you don't talk, they're going to take over the frequency.
We can do that.
That's right.
So, stool sample. Are you still in there, stool sample?
You want to talk to us for stool sample now? That's pretty easy conversation, don't you think?
Well, I just want to know what kind of radio he's running, you know, if he's new or what, you know, I got questions.
I just want to know how the fuck you came up with that handle.
Wait a minute, that is just so good.
Yeah, I was going to say, that is funny. Definitely original. There's no doubt about that.
Never heard anything like it.
333, I heard you, Screwdriver, over here in New Gloucester, right next to Radio Man. You weren't giving me a whole lot of signal, but I heard you, 333. Howdy, sir. Good to hear you again, and yeah, you're definitely making the trip. You were from what, Lee, New Hampshire, if I remember right? Roger. Yeah, definitely sounding good in New Gloucester, that's for sure, man.
I like Screwdriver 73 down here in Lee, New Hampshire. We're going to be standing by.
All right, give it a second. I bet Radio Man's spinning that beam around towards Lee, New Hampshire. I know he's got to. He's got to be able to hear you, so Radio Man, make that thing turn. Go wee!
What happened to the stool sample?
Yeah, I heard him on the Omni, but I did switch over to the beam there. 333 from the Radio Man. You got a copy?
We got a copy on your radio, man. Sounding good down here.
Where is Lee roughly? I'm not familiar with the town of Lee.
I'm south of Rochester, where 2020 is, by Lee Speedway down here in New Hampshire.
Copy that on the Lee Speedway south of Rochester. All right, yeah, you're making the trip. I was hearing you on the Omni. It's just, like I said, a lot of people in here tonight, but, you know, it's good. You got to take the good with the bad. We get a good turnout on here. Everyone gets excited. Everyone wants to talk. It gets to be a little bit of a Charlie Foxtrot, but, you know, we're trying to have fun. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully you hang out for a little bit. We appreciate you coming by.
Not a problem, radio man. We'll be standing by on the side listening.
Hey, on the direct to the internet, what's up, Steel Toe? And yeah, I flipped over to the quad so I could talk to 333.
Was it an actual person or if it was somebody fucking around? Because I'm curious here. Yeah.
Dual sample. That's an actual handle.
That's what he said. He was over in Lewiston. His handle was stool sample. For all I know, it could have just been somebody that we talk to every day. It was a real quick just a check-in, but it's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie.
That is pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, that is a unique call sign, that's for sure.
Yeah, here at Maine SideBanders, we do accept witness protection. If you want to check in under an assumed identity, we will honor that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you got to blur your face and disguise your voice to not have some anonymity or anonymity or whatever the fuck it is, it's okay.
Maybe he's used to shitty conversations.
Maybe he had to wait.
Maybe he's full of shit.
Maybe you're not wrong.
Break, screwdriver.
Go ahead, Mr. Gravedigger. Oh, man. Oh, is that Hunter still out here? I know I heard you in there, Hunter.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any 5-pin mics over there wired for anything like a Cobra or Washington or anything?
Mike?
Yeah. Oh, I was going to, I've been saying it for a couple weeks now, but I was going to drop off that Washington and let you run it and see if it's anything you're interested in. And I didn't know if you had a mic available or if you needed one, a stock mic, a desk mic. What are you, what you might be looking for?
What you got for, what is it, 5-pin?
Yes, it's a 5-pin Cobra one there, so it needs a receive wire on it.
No, I don't have nothing wired for a 5-pin. Yeah, all my mics are all 4-pin.
Roger. I will look around to see if I have another adapter that fits it. I'm not 100% sure if I do or not, but I'll look around. But if you're around this weekend, like I said, I got it sitting on the pool table. I was like, yep, I'm going to bring this to Hunter and drop it off and, you know, let him run it for a few weeks, see if it's something you want, and we'll work something out. I'm not worried about it, but, yeah, I definitely wanted to get it to you and let you give her a hell.
Yeah, well, you're probably working tomorrow. I'm going to be around. Yeah, I'm going to be around all day tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll be around probably most of the weekend because I have my grandson this weekend.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of you. I don't know exactly what I got going on. I think I might be going to camp on Saturday night, so I'll be talking on the radio and nobody will hear me, but I will be around Saturday morning before we head up there, Sunday afternoon, yeah. I'll get a hold of you. I just, like I said, or tomorrow evening, whatever. I'll definitely get a hold of you and we'll make that happen.
Okay, you know where I live, right?
No, not exactly, so that'll help when time comes.
Okay, do you know where, Wheatland lives?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm right at the beginning of the road. You turn off Lisbon Street, first house on the right.
Roger, so you're right across from Mark, right?
Oh, military? Well, Mark, that's in the military?
Yeah, he has a rice rocket. Kind of a dumbass sometimes.
I wouldn't say all the time, but you know that name? No, the first, you take that, yeah, and I'm on the first house on the right.
Roger.
Hey, how's this thing doing? This thing is only pushing out 2 watts.
That sounds good. It's a little kind of stock mic-ish sounding, but I mean, it sounds good. You're right on channel.
Yeah, running a Turner Super Sidekick.
Really? That's actually kind of surprising. Those usually have a ton of audio, and they're usually kind of compressed and really good for sideband. It just doesn't sound as...
Yeah, they directed the stream. I'm assuming that's 333. Yeah, I was going to put some little statistics out here for you guys to the stream. We got stations as far south as 60 miles from here, where I am, and as far north as 95 miles. And we are covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the 16 counties in Maine. That's pretty good. The kind of coverage that we're getting from here. You know, some of the counties that we're not getting are less population density. There are operators up there. They're also just physically probably too far for me to communicate with them. I do know we have guys in Aroostook County and Washington County. I have heard someone from up in Washington County in the past, but I've never actually heard anyone from Aroostook County all the way down here, but we do pretty good on here.
Actually, I have a Turner Super Sidekick or Plus 3B or something that I believe is wired for that too. I know it didn't like the Lafayette Turner type mic that I had on it. It was maybe it was just too loud, but it was a little much.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yes, we will find you something for her, and we'll get her over to you soon enough.
Roger.
Alrighty, hey, I'm gonna shut up. I know I keep saying that, but I'm gonna shut up for a few minutes and let it roll. So somebody else talk and make me shut up.
You try to talk to him now. We thought you were grave digger last time.
I heard two people that time. I heard Fix it, and I don't know if that was grave digger down in there underneath you or not.
Driver.
Yes, go ahead.
People want those guys. Just wondering how he's taking it out there.
That sounds good. You stick on your audio a little bit more. Either give it a little more audio or just stay on your mic. It got a little choppy there, but I know that the first several times I heard you talking, it sounded right on and perfect.
Well, I'm using the stock mic tonight. Maybe I'm going to put the sidekick back on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds really good right there. You know, the Turner could make it sound better, could make it sound worse. I guess the only way to find out is to throw her on.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, in my opinion, it's probably going to be hard to sound a whole lot better because you sound very good. So, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say you're going to see, you know, leaps and bounds over that because it sounds really good.
Thank you very much.
Radio man.
Yes, go ahead.
Accurate.
Huh? For what?
For talking.
Oh, well, I don't know. I do a lot of talking. I didn't want to be hogging it.
That's why he said accurate. He wants you to talk so you can disappear for a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'll take over. So let's see. Well, if you were going to, let's see, if you were going to break into someone's house, but not steal anything, what would you do to inconvenience them? So, like, if, for example, you know, like, you know, take all the door handles or something, or change the hand soap out with moisturizer. You know, what would you do if you broke into someone's house? What would you do to inconvenience them?
Take all the left-handed sock.
What was that? I doubled with you. What was that at the tail end? Something left hand.
Take all the left-handed socks.
Take all the left-handed socks.
I'd put everything in the fridge in the freezer and everything in the freezer in the fridge.
Oh, good Lord.
See, I like this question because you can hear how twisted people think.
Take all the houseplants and replant them upside down.
I bet I know what Screwdriver would do. An old-fashioned upper decker.
What was the question again?
If you were going to break into someone's house and not steal anything, but what would you do to inconvenience them? So you're not going to steal anything. You're just going to break in and do something to really inconvenience them.
She's on that doorknob. Take a dump in the toilet, not flush it.
I think I heard shit on the doorknob and take a dump in the toilet, not flush it.
The dump in the toilet was what I was thinking.
You know, Swiper, that'd really make me mad because I have my own bathroom, and if someone took an aggressive dump in my toilet, I think that would really, that'd be fighting words right there. That'd be fighting actions.
I bet it would.
So when I was on the fire department, they pulled a prank on an officer there that this guy was a prick, and what they did was they put never sees on the underside of his doorknob to his office, and he would grab. So when he came in the morning, he grabbed the doorknob, went into his office. He got it all over the phone. He got it all over his face, and he was like, "Oh dang!" And at first he was like, "I don't know where this is coming from." He'd get all cleaned up. He'd get his uniform cleaned up. Go back in his office. He'd get it again. After about 3 times, the guy was screaming. He was so upset just by putting a dab of never sees under his doorknob. It was the best goddamn prank I'd ever seen.
I love fucking jokes like that, pranks like that.
Yeah, that never sees is kind of like the white green stuff over the white heat sink pop-up stuff that once you get it on your fingers, it gets on everything.
Oh, you never get that stuff off.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And once you get it on the never sees or anything like that, yeah, forget it.
Yeah, we were good for putting inside the sweatbands your hat if you were silly enough to set your hat down.
All right, guys, y'all have a good night. I'm shutting this thing off. Good night, Hunter.
Have a good, Hunter.
Yeah, later, Hunter. Thanks for stopping by.
Geez, I didn't think I could even almost see a hunter out here tonight.
Is that right?
Yeah, I could almost hear him. It's just like there was something there, like I could hear somebody. I couldn't make up what he was saying.
Yeah, his audio wasn't quite right. I'm not sure what was going on there.
Roger, but I'm surprised because he's got a pretty good antenna. He just doesn't have much power.
I think it was running 2 watts.
Right. Well, on sideband, I don't know about 2, but yeah, peaking 2 to 10.
Yep, that's what he said.
Yeah, peaking whatever the radio will do.
Airport radio, but it was working.
I got a barefoot radio going into my barefoot amp. Okay.
I had my slippers on. How does my feet get cold?
Exactly.
You just run that little 6-still tiny screwdriver?
Yep, just out back on the stock striker and the X4 6-still base.
And 4.
Roger. I planned on being inside because I know the guy from Rhode Island was going to try, but I got some more racking I had to unload from here, and I got out of work. I had to go get a pallet of pellets for my kids, so I had the heat on back here, and I'm like, oh, it's fucking warm. I can't waste the heat. And I'm not going to lie, a pallet of pellets, which I assume is a ton of pellets, is a little rough on a half-ton truck.
Yeah, you think?
Holy shit, screwdriver.
Ah, fuck it. It made it from Home Depot to Sagadahoc.
I used to put a whole ton rate in my SUV, my Volvo.
No doubt.
Yeah, I just pull right up over to that.
Come on, man!
I take the whole pallet, throw them all in the back. It takes me a little while, but I throw the whole back of that thing right up.
I know the Bulldog dyke that came out on the forklift to load it. Holy fuck. Yeah, that was horrendous trying to watch that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, just direct to the stream. But I didn't see the handle. This is someone on YouTube with the name Bite Me. I'm using an Astron. I think it's an RS50. Hold on, let me look. It's an RM50M. It's a rack mount 50 amp power supply. It's an actual linear, it's got an iron core transformer in it. So 50 amp power supply, rack mount. But that's way overkill for this radio. But I'm also, I'm running other things off of it. You certainly do not need this big of a power supply for this radio.
What you doing?
I'm doing okay. How's this thing sound?
Yeah, you sound really good over here.
Yeah, Roger. No, I'm just playing around with the old Kenwood. Sounds good.
Oh, man, I almost hooked the 450 up out here, and I was like, I can't really see my bench top very well, so I haven't yet.
Yeah, Roger. No, just playing around with it. Figured I'd come up here and check out what's going on. I ain't got to work tomorrow, so why not?
What the hell? How does that work, man? I need to not work tomorrow, too. This is bullshit. I think I heard it's supposed to be pretty warm tomorrow. I heard maybe even like in the lower 50s this weekend or some crap.
Yeah, Roger. I'm going to see about a lift tomorrow. Going over to rent it. They got a 58-foot bucket truck for rent, so yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It was 45 degrees at my house today.
Cast or anything like that. I thought I heard something about a chance of rain on the radio, but if it hits 50 on Saturday, I'm going to camp this weekend, but if it hits 50 on Saturday before I leave or anywhere close, I'm definitely going to go rip the bike down the road before I go to camp.
Hell yeah. I saw a guy riding his bike today.
Oh, it definitely doesn't surprise me.
Was it electric?
No, there's a lot of those though, but right by the police station, and the cops were shaking their head at him. I'm like, what are you shaking your head for? If you had one you could, you'd do it.
Friggin' right.
Yes, they would.
And Swiper, going to be at camp Saturday during the day, Saturday night. Sunday morning, I'll probably be leaving sometime time fairly early because, Super Bowl, but love to see you there. But, don't make plans because you stand us up for fucking everything. Your fucking idea for some all-you-can-eat, and you weren't even there.
What?
Yeah, I got really sick. I've been sick for days.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if this is something I should be proud of, but he's not out here right now. I didn't hear him. I even outdid Cobra.
Oh,
What? No way.
Did you check his temperature?
You can eat, not that it's a big deal. I'm just sitting there drinking, and it's wings and stuff like that. Nothing huge, but and him and Wingnut tapped out like one serving before Cobra did, and they were done. And I'm like, oh, give me one more plate of wings. And you're talking it's small, like 6 boneless wings or something. But of course, as I'm eating my wings, both of them fuckers get these huge chocolate-covered, drizzled fucking dessert and ice cream, and I'm like, other people at the bar give me shit like, you gonna get one? I'm like, fuck no, I'm done.
those were really good.
You like that, huh?
Friggin' awesome.
So, I don't know. You probably both had me with the dessert, but I'm telling you, I was kind of proud of myself, which is something I probably shouldn't be proud of, but I'm like, fuck, I outbeat Cobra.
I thought that I did pretty good because I'm not, it's not like I'm 6.5 foot tall, 300 and some pounds, right? It is what it is.
That's a pretty good feat by itself.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you're not a seasoned eater, Wingnut, I mean, you just, Cobra used to weigh more than me. Now he weighs like less than half of me, so, he's had a little bit of conditioning in there, and me, I'm just still a fat ass, so,
Sorry, Doc. It was fun. That was a fun night.
Right after you guys left, I planned on leaving. Everybody, a couple other people at the bar fucking were leaving. I was getting ready to cash out. I can get out of there until like, I don't know, midnight, 12:15.
Oh, man. Was that late?
I was like, I've been parked into the go spot for fucking 5 hours drinking here. I'm like, this is bad.
Well, I mean, you're going to go eventually.
I told her, I'm like, hey, can you bring me out some more wings and bag them up? I need something to go, so I didn't lie.
That's a good call.
Okay, I'm up for going to some Applebee's again. I'm loving it.
Yeah, and I was starving. I was starving there when I walked into them doors.
I'll tell you, I was actually, I don't remember the last time I had them, but their ribs, they were pretty good. I mean, it's a small portion, a little messy, but Their ribs were really fucking good. I was impressed.
You know, I don't think I tried the ribs, and next time I'm going to try the ribs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were riblets because they didn't have like a whole big bone on them. They just had the little round fucking bones, like 1 or 2 in each, whatever. But yeah, they were really good. I was pretty surprised with that.
Was it like lamb?
Was it like what, lamb?
Yeah, the way you described the bone, like lamb.
Yeah, almost like they cut the ribs, you know, the other way. So you had like the piece of the rib was cut, you know, but it wasn't even thick. Like the rib was a 1/2 inch thick, 3/4 inch thick, but you know the bone that was in it was like the size of a fucking nickel, basically. It was like a nickel in it.
QSK?
Go ahead, QSK.
Yeah, I just want to say good night to everybody. Thanks for doing all that. Radio Man appreciated the 10-5s, and I couldn't get Wayne, but I certainly copied him, and I ran a gate. Guys, we'll do it again next week, God willing. 2020, we're off the gate.
You and your fucking super ears, you got to be right up there with Cobra for hearing ability. That's crazy.
73s, guys. Screwdriver. It's very simple. It's very easy. Shockwave got 2-inch aluminum tubing, and antennas usually got, what, a 1/2 inch? More surface area, you can hear better.
Yeah, it's just that height up there is something crazy, because you know, I mean, you're hearing people 100 miles away. That's not heard of very often out here, even with a beam. You know, I know Wayne up there, I believe I saw him post pictures earlier this year. I think he's running like a fucking 6-element beam.
I think he told me a 5-element Joe gun. And I don't know. And just so you know, sir, it was 141 miles. I need to correct you.
Yeah, see how you are? Go ahead, QSK.
She does work in the morning. Thanks, guys, again. We'll do it again. Bye-bye.
Have a good one, Cyclops. I heard a QSK way down in there. Go ahead.
Floyd, I'll give you a quick wave because I'm going off the key, but I'm hearing you, my friend. Pretty cool that all the way up in Mercer I copy it, no problem. All the very best. We'll do it again, Floyd. 2020, we're really gone. Bye-bye, guys.
Pipeline, 621, state of Maine. Do you hear Mr. Paranoid, 269, Mr. Paranoid, 269 in Waldo.
Yes, Jumpin' Joe, I'm going to call tonight, so I'm waiting to bye-bye. I'll be back next week.
Roger, I hear that 621, I hear him, 621, Pipeline, I hear you out here in Waldoboro, 269, Mr. Paranoid, 269, Mr. Paranoid.
I'll interrupt real quick. Pipeline Paranoid, that's great. Jumping Joe, it was good hearing you out here. I believe you said this is your first week, it sounds it. But yeah, good hearing you out here, and like I said, there's always a bunch of us out here on Thursday nights playing, so yeah, stop on every week you can, for sure. They call me Screwdriver over here in New Gloucester. You sounding good, man.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. I will too. Yeah, I like this. This is a lot of fun. Even though I did more listening than talking, but I'm not a big talker anyway. But yeah, you fellas have a good evening, and I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Or in between the week if I can pick money up during the day.
Heck yeah, and I don't know if you are on Facebook, if you follow the page, but I'm sure it's being broadcast right now on Maine SideBanders and possibly Maine CB, I don't know, but it is being broadcast. But yeah, have a super fine one, and we'll catch you again at a later date.
Yeah, 10-4. Have a good night, fellas.
All right, sorry about that. Paranoid and Pipeline, I'll let you two get back to it. I just heard him signing off in between you guys, and I didn't think you could hear him. Just wanted to acknowledge he was leaving. Mr. Paranoid, go ahead for Pipeline again. I will shut up.
No, and that jumping Joe you were talking to, I could just barely hear him. I don't know what his 20 was, but I could just hear him here in Waldo as well. But no, I can hear you tonight, Pipeline. Waldoboro, 269, Mr. Paranoid over in Waldoboro. I can hear you over here tonight. 621 over there in Rumford, right? Is that you at Rumford?
Apologize, but I know you're in there. And anyways, we're going to give you the wave. Thank you very much there for the contact.
Roger, Roger. Well, I know you apologize for not hearing me that well, I guess, but I can just barely hear you too, but I can hear you tonight, my friend. You good trip across the mountains here from Rumford all the way over here to Waldoboro on the coast.
Roger, on the trip to Waldoboro. Yeah, I'm on the edge of Rumford. I am so close to Rumford, I'm technically in Milton Plantation. But my outback, I can throw a rock about 200 feet of me in Rumford. You have that?
Well, I did hear you say you could hear me up there in Rumford, so I do know you can hear me, so that's a good thing. It's a good trip for sure. Nice to talk to you. 73, Mr. Paranoid, 269er, over here in Waldoboro.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, we're going to say 73, my friend. Till next time, I hope we get a better condition. I'm working on a better antenna system here eventually.
No problem, Paranoid. Good hearing you, man.
Hey, Screwdriver.
Yes, sir.
There was a fella in there earlier from Otisfield. Did you catch his handle?
I'm pretty sure it was Nemo.
You guys found Nemo? My brother used to live up there, right there in Otisfield.
Roger. Yes, we found Nemo.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, I'll wait to see if he heard you, but that's awesome. And, man, I can't wait for Harry. I can't even hear Harry tonight, but I can't wait for him to get that Moonraker up this summer. That should make a big difference. Yeah, it's still here. Is that your chair?
No, I was just going to say, Floyd, yeah, Radio Man copies direct on Harry in Newport. We got him down there, Floyd. Thank you.
Did you actually hear him?
Not Harry. I was just letting Floyd know that I heard him.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, holy fuck, that's good. Yeah, I couldn't even tell he was skiing up tonight.
Hey, Timo, if you got a copy on me, drop it down.
All right. I can hear you. What do you want me to do?
Drop it down to 36 lower side for a second.
And 4. Here I go.
There goes 6, it's receive.
Yeah, right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, your receive could be had a little.
Bump, bump.
Bump, bump.
It'd be the first, I guess.
Whoa, what time is it?
It's about that time for me. I'm going there
Alright, it's not bedtime, it's, other time. Yeah, it's still pretty early, so, yes, go burn one.
Oh, what if I was thinking about going to bed? God damn it.
It's too early, you're done, can't do it.
You know, as the night went on, my receive seemed to drift off. I couldn't hear. I was hearing the guy at South Portland tonight, hearing people all over the place. And it's the same people I wasn't hearing later on.
Kind of weird how that works. I do think, you know, even for locally, I do think there is a little bit of conditions when it's, you know, clear, when it's not, or whatever. It definitely does change.
Signal get stronger and weaker, screwdriver.
Oh yeah, that direction, I've definitely had some weird shit happen out towards there.
Yeah, I don't know. I can almost hear Cyclops as good as I can at the house in Auburn, and I just looked it up. It's 126 miles from here to Rochester that he's at.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Did you bring the Carl Bill with you? Is that in there, or you just stock radio?
I've got the Carl Bell going.
All right, I was going to say, you're coming in really good, so I was just curious.
Just need a little something, you know?
Always, man, always.
It's working, Wingnut. Hearing you real good over here.
10-4. I'm on a stock mic that came with the Anytone.
A little something, he says. Yeah, his stock mic definitely, they sound really good on those radios.
Yeah, it's a mobile radio for the truck. I mean, I can't get too picky.
Yeah, those, my friend was asking me about that for his Quad 5. He was like, well, should I get on the mic for it? And I'm like, you can, but I mean, these stock mics are pretty damn good. I mean, you know, I told him, I says, you could, but I don't know if you're going to gain a lot.
Yeah, I didn't seem to. I mean, this mic's working fine. Yeah, it doesn't have, it's a mobile radio. It's not going to sound like my radio at the house, but it's definitely good enough, and I'm talking to all you guys, so I like it.
You mean you're not going to hang your Shure SM57 mic from an arm inside the truck?
I thought about that. I thought about taking the whole base unit up here, but, you know, yeah, I didn't want to go overboard.
I feel a little slighted by that remark.
What do you mean?
Yeah, just like that, you know. Because, yeah, it's not my base radio, but it's good enough to talk to you guys. I feel a little slighted by that remark.
Don't take that the wrong way.
He's saying he doesn't have to sound that good for us. He's not even putting on lipstick anymore. He's no showboating. He just doesn't care. You know, that kind of hurts.
Direct to the internet. J-Man Honeycutt on Facebook. Yes. Welcome. We're kind of on the tail end of it here. I'm going to be wrapping it up soon, but yeah, good evening for Maine SideBanders.
It was just me.
Yeah, you got Wingnut over here in Solon. Who you got, Harry over there? No, I got a good copy on you over here in Solon. I got, I'm at my mother's house, and I'm on the utility pole max, and I max up on a 45-foot pole. So the antenna's like 60 foot to the base. I got it on a pipe. But my normal home 20 is down in Auburn, down at my house. But I got a base antenna up north, so it's fun to come up here once in a while and plug the radio into it. Yeah, probably 30 miles, I think. I mean, I'm not up here too often, but sometimes I just like to hook the radio up here.
I'll pick it up.
Oh, is that right? Sam Locke? The last name Locke sounds familiar. I know a Carol Locke. The last name sounds familiar, but I guess I don't know her. Yeah, I grew up here. The screwdriver to make me sound like an asshole, huh?
It gotta be good for something.
Oh, just screwdriver down in New Gloucester. Being a wise ass.
I thought it was pretty funny myself.
Some feet up on a hill here, and it's helping me out a lot.
Hey, Wingnut.
Yeah, go ahead.
How you copy now? I should be pointed right at you. I'm thinking.
Signal, but you're definitely louder. I can hear you. I doubt you're getting much on me, but...
Yeah, you're right at my noise floor, but when I pointed the quad at you, it brought the audio up, to, as they would say, armchair copy.
I'm thinking, he says.
I'm not putting out a crazy amount of power, but... the cowbell's definitely helping.
Flashing too fast at my place.
Yeah, I mean, just for reference, that's the IMAX right there, the Tree Max, stand by.
And Forrest, I got a copy on you. I'm hearing you on my utility pole Max.
Yeah, and that's on the 4-element quad up on the tower, 4-element quad. Yay.
Yeah, the quad's definitely got the Tree Max speed for sure.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, I got to get a good Omni up on the other tower.
I'm getting like you got like 1 bar above the static, so I mean it's not bad.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm getting on here. I got a 1, sometimes the second light flashes. Now I got lights on this, but I am using the preamp. The preamp works up here, unlike at home.
Yeah, I'm sure there's not as much crap to bring it up there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 75-mile trip from New Gloucester, and it's not bad. We got about 30, 31, 30, 31, 32 check-ins for roll call, and we must have had like 12 of the counties in the state. What's there, like 16 counties, I think? So, it's not bad.
Roll call there. I was in the house shooting the shit.
Say if you're still on in the time that we're talking, it counts.
Oh yeah, I counted. It's just I think by doing it by county, it kind of cuts that down on the pile up of everyone all trying to get in at the same time.
Yeah, it definitely does. We'll have to do a little hype up one of these weeks. I don't know. I think we've hit like 36 a few times. I don't know if we've actually ever crested that 40 mark. We're going to have to try to do some hype ups and see if we can hit 40 one of these weeks.
Yeah, there's a couple people that it'd probably be easy to do because, like, just going by what you were saying, like, what did I say here, 32? I mean, I could easily think of a half dozen people that are fairly regular that just didn't show up tonight. No big deal. I get it. Life happens. I almost didn't make it. I had to put on my dad hat tonight. Nothing bad, but just doing some parenting, and I wasn't sure I was going to make it because I didn't want to bail on the situation because it was more important to deal with what I was dealing with at the moment. But I could think of a half dozen people to be, it probably, yeah, it'd be interesting to say, hey, let's see if we can hit 40 tonight.
Yeah, we haven't, I don't know. I'm still curious about that, but I'm really starting to lose a little faith in it. Did you happen to be able to look at that spreadsheet that I posted to the page, Radio Man?
Yes, I had all the intentions of using it tonight, and I literally got into the chair 5 minutes before, and I reverted to pen and paper. Like I said, I had all the plans of being down here at 7 o'clock to get ready and look at that spreadsheet and figure it out. And like I said, I got down here, and it was like 5 minutes of go time, so I didn't get a chance to roll it out.
Oh, yeah, I get that. I didn't know if you actually could have done. I didn't know if it was actually downloadable from there or not. But it's like you look and there's two sheets. So the second spreadsheet actually has like the database of names and towns. So if there's somebody new, you got to type in their whole thing. But after you got to go to that second sheet and kind of add them to that sheet, so it'll come up automatically the next time. But if you look at just in the couple weeks that I used that, there was. Well, I think there was close to 60 names. There was like 56 or 60 names of people who have checked in the last few weeks.
Not bad for a little CD sideband, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I know that not everybody's consistent every week. I know I'm not always out here and shit, but yeah, I mean, I think this does really well. I've definitely heard a whole lot worse for little nets and check-ins, that's for sure. Yeah, that's what we hear.
Yeah, there's actually a guy that follows me on like TikTok and YouTube, and his handle's like something Dutchman. I forget it now. I'd have to go back and look. And he actually made a comment. He said, geez, he's like, this is the first time I ever actually listened to that from the start. Like, usually he'll drop in at different points, and he goes, I've never heard anyone do a CB net like that.
I mean, we can't take all the credit. Obviously there's nets everywhere, but I know 36 was definitely doing it, for a long time, till they pissed me off. But yeah, I mean, it is great. I mean, even them, I don't remember how many check-ins they get, but I've heard them check in a lot of people before, too. So, for people who say the CB is dead, they've never turned the radio on.
And there's Tim that won't even check in.
I've actually, on some of the, the different Facebook groups, there was a guy on there. I normally don't engage with people on there, but the guy was bitching, and I said, well, tell me about your station. And the guy was kind of beating around the bush, and it's like, he didn't want to answer me. And he finally answered me, and it's like, okay, well, I got one of those little donkey dick antennas clipped to my chain link fence. And it's like, I know for a fact you're full of shit, because the band was open, and the guy, it said right on his Facebook profile where he was, and I remember this very clearly. I had just spent the morning talking to people all over this area, and I said, I just talked to like 20 people in the area you live in on Skip. And I said, so if you're not hearing anybody, your station's fucking jacked.
Yeah, for sure. That's what kills me. I'm like, you can put up anything. Right now with the Skip, you could put a coat hanger, a literal coat hanger, just shoved in the back of the radio without even having an end. And I guarantee you will hear people. Maybe not locals, but you will hear people. And, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, You know, unfortunately, you should be a big boy if you want to talk skip, this and that, but I mean, look at Pipeline. He's talking skip all over the world and running a very simple setup. I mean, it's just efficient and it works, but, you know, normally I'm going to tell people, if you want to hear and talk to locals easy, you're going to need a Wilson 1000 in the middle of your vehicle and a radio in your car. Minimal. You don't need a bunch of power or anything like that, but that's what you need in your car. And if you're running a bass, you need an Antron 99, an IMAX. You know, if you're talking something simple, you get one of those, you have it up at least 25 feet, you know, preferably closer to 60 feet, but, you know, one wavelength would be nice, 36 feet, whatever, but you have one of those off the ground, and, you know, you're probably going to hear a local. There's not many places that you won't hear at least some activity.
There was just a guy today bitching, I'm selling everything. These guys, they all run big power. And I'm going, friggin' Pipeline just posted a video of the same CB group with a KL203 and a friggin' Emperor. And he's like, I'm talking to Romania. I'm talking to Poland. And these fucking guys, I don't get it.
Up in the hills, you can talk to anybody.
Your radio just did some weird shit. It was fine. We heard you, but it did kind of, almost like inverse his, you know, your audio. It's kind of weird that time, but kind of good. But yeah, exactly. You know, up the hills, definitely location helps. But he's in a hole. Like, if you seen where he lived, within like fucking a half mile from his house, you can't see anything. You're looking up at mountains. You know, for Skip, that's great. It's like a satellite dish. It funnels down in, and that's just it. You know, even before he had that little 203, he was talking with a stock Emperor, swinging 15 watts, you know, all over the place. You know, he's got a little boomerang antenna. It's a dipole, basically. It's just a friggin' 102-inch whip up and 102-inch whip down. And, I mean, he talks all over the country. You just got to bide your time. You're not going to talk on Channel 6 or 28. You're probably not going to talk on Channel 38 or even 37 on sideband very easily. But, you know, you want to go up to Channel 50, Channel 60, wherever, somewhere up there, you can talk all over the fucking world. You know, it's not that difficult.
Sometimes he's able to talk to me through the skip.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think some people, they're not cut out for hobbies in general. Like, even if they just decided to take up stamp collecting or model railroading, they'd still have a problem. So I read some of these guys like, oh, I'm selling everything, this hobby, all you guys with a big power. You know, part of me wants to be like, quit fucking crying and start buying. You know, I mean, but then it did make me laugh because it was like Pipeline had just posted a video in that very same group. And you can see there's a 203 and an Emperor. And he's like, I'm talking to Poland. I'm talking to Romania. And it's like, dude, you guys, like, I just think you guys aren't cut out for hobbies in general.
Pipeline. I got the same little canal. You saw my place. A hill on, big hill on one side, big hill on the other. The only way I can talk real good is south. Down that 5-mile-long lake that's right behind the house.
Quick, try and start by.
Wait, 30 years. And, he's always done very well with his...
That's right. Quit crying and start buying.
It's funny, though. Like, you don't necessarily need to buy a lot. That's what people don't get. It's like a little bit of, I say knowledge, but a little bit of research. You don't even need the knowledge. Everybody else has already done everything in the world. So a little bit of research, get your station set up well. You don't need to put fucking thousands of dollars into it. You know, you can get out, I say inexpensively. It's hard to get out inexpensively. You know, I just had a friend reach out, wanted to get on the radio, her father passed away, so she wanted to talk to her grandfather, sorry. A while back, he used to be on the radio. And she wanted to get on and talk with people, and I'm like, well, you could try this, but you're really going to have to, step it up to, an Antron, 50 feet of coax, putting it on the roof, and the radio, you don't need much, but, I'm like, you're still into a few $100 once you get to that point.
Right, well, you don't have to spend a lot, but you have to know what you're doing. You have to look into it and actually,
I mean, I did a video over here. I don't remember if I ever posted it or not, but I was doing a video. I got a wire antenna I made downstairs, a dipole, just out of wire. You can put it up in your apartment. You're running one up in the corner of your fucking apartment, the other one it runs at a fucking, it's just a V. An inverted V. Well, it's not sort of inverted, but you run the other one down along the fucking baseboard, along the wall. It's not obtrusive, and it comes in at like a 1.3 match across the band. Works great. It's a little bit taller than the ceiling because it's 102-inch web, so when you get up to the top, you kind of jig it over or something. But, I'm like, you could pull this shit out for free, scraps. I'm sure somebody's got some speaker wire kicking around, some old house wire, and a little bit of coax to feed it. I'm like, this isn't, rocket science. You don't even have to know how to do it or what it is. You go online, there's going to be 100 people that are going to show you on YouTube. You don't even got to fucking read. You can watch a video. 100 people are going to show you how to make one of these.
And the whole thing, I was just being funny. I just think it's funny to say quit crying and start buying. And I do agree with you. I just had this discussion. I have a friend of mine that's expressed some interest in the radio, and he's got the bug a little bit. And he was kind of asking me some questions, and I'm like, yeah, you could throw up a little. I think he's having a hard time wrapping his head around having a big giant antenna. And he's like, what about a dipole? And I said, listen, you could do it. You're going to have fun. You're going to bang out some contacts. I said, if you want to jump up to that level of if I can hear them, I can talk to them, you're going to have to pump it up. You're going to have to. I said, you could still do it on a dipole, but I said, you might have to, bump up the power a little bit. I said, it doesn't mean you have to. And you can still have a lot of fun with a, barefoot radio and a dipole. But I said, you're just going to have to try harder. And he kind of understood it. But yeah, no, I just like to say quit crying and start buying just to be funny. But I mean, that's not necessarily always true. But, I just like to say it when someone's being a bitch on one of the forums.
You can do it on a dipole. Just don't ask for broccoli.
I'm in there. Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
Okay, no, you don't.
This is not the hum you're looking for.
You're wrong. You're 100% right, Radio Man. You get to a certain point in the hobby, it definitely is. Once you're already talking, you can go on the cheap end, and then you can step up to the middle grade, the IMAX 50 feet high, a radio on, 100-watt amp, 200-watt amp. That's a good setup. But, if you want to start talking on 28 or 6 to all these big boys with DX, or you want to talk 100 miles, unless you're in a crazy location, if you want to try to talk 100 miles, yeah, you better quit crying and you definitely better start buying.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I told him. He got it. Because I was like, don't get me wrong. You don't need to have everything that I have. And you can have fun, but just don't get discouraged. I said, for the most part, most people, if I can hear them, I can talk to them with my setup. Most part, it doesn't always work. But I said, with your setup, you're gonna take a lot of swings and you're gonna get a lot of misses. But you will do okay. And I told him, I said, if you're hearing somebody really strong and they're like in Mississippi or Oklahoma and they're just blowing your radio out, chances are you got a path and they're gonna hear you. But if you hear some guy down in the mud and you can barely hear him, it's going to take a lot of work. So I said, chances are if you're hearing them good, they're going to hear you good. So try it. I was giving him some tips on what to do, but yeah, he's kind of got the bug a little bit, and he's been asking questions, and he's just busy. He got a lot of things going on in his life, but he's into it. He's listening a lot. I think he's trying to learn. I keep asking him, have you talked yet? You talked yet? And he's like, no, I'm just listening. Someone said, can you hear me now? Yeah, go ahead.
I've never used this radio, and I'm first time firing it up.
Well, welcome. Yeah, there's a few of us in here locally. This is Radio Man over in New Gloucester. Who we got here?
Oh, I don't know what the hell I call myself. But I'm not all that far away, maybe 10 miles southeast.
Oh, okay. 10 miles south. So, I don't know. What are you in, like, Cumberland, Westbrook?
Gray.
Oh, you're in Gray. Okay, so you're just the next town over.
Oh, I'm not quite sure where you are, then. Where the hell are you?
I'm in the state of Maine. Maybe you're Skip. I'm in state of Maine, town of New Gloucester.
I don't know if that was Skip. Who was that over there in Gray? Oh, you said you didn't have a handle. I assume you're in Gray, Maine? Oh, hey, Gray, Maine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got a screwdriver here. The other guy was Radio Man. We're both in New Gloucester. I'm right here on 100, right next to the fire department, so I'm not too far. Oh, you're actually fairly local. Yeah, there's all kinds of us out here that are local. So we're definitely within 10 miles. Depends on where in Gray you are. You don't have to be precise. We don't care. But depending on where in Gray you are. But we are both definitely close. Oh, I'm almost to the Wyndham line on 202. Oh, 10-4 on the other side of Howells, then. Yep. Yeah, so you definitely, you're on the other side of the pike, so you're a little ways for sure. You probably are, you're probably not far off with the 10 miles, then.
Hey, it's sounding good down here in South Wyndham.
Oh, yeah, so you're going to be closer to Andy and Rice T down there. Oh, okay. Well, as I said, I've not talked on this radio before. I've owned it for a little while, but I've never actually used it. It's nice to actually hear people talking and that kind of thing. Roger. So are you familiar with radios? I mean, have you been on the radio before? Is this your first time on the radio, or just your first time on that radio? It's the first time on this radio. I haven't had these type of radios, and this is a Galaxy piece of junk. It works, but I haven't had one in a very long time. So the world's changed a bit since the last time I played this game. Yeah, you're not wrong. Just think of this as a virtual bar room, and you can find all kinds of conversations out here. Some might be right up your alley and pique your interest. Some might be like, oh, screw this, I'm turning my radio off.
Screwdriver.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so you can let him know. I can hear him. I don't know if he can hear me. I can hear him just barely up here in Waldoboro.
10-4 and hearing him in Waldoboro. Yeah, you got some crazy ears up there too. That's for sure. So the guy down there in Gray, we'll just call you a newcomer for now. You're being heard in Waldoboro. I don't know what you're running for an antenna. The radio actually sounds pretty good, so whatever you're running for an antenna must be working.
I can hear him up here, screwdriver. I just can't really make out what he's saying, but I can hear him there.
Nice. So you're being heard up in Solon a little bit, and Waldoboro, and it is definitely working, Mr. Newcomer. Oh, awesome. I didn't expect that. It's just a used antenna a buddy of mine gave me, and I stuck it up a while ago, and it's up in a tree. Well, dog's wanting out. It's up in a tree, so it seems to be working, so I can't say too much. All right, well, I'll let you guys go. I got to take care of the animal, and it's about time for me to hit the hay, so...
It's nice chatting with you.
I will talk to you again. Yes, definitely nice hearing you, newcomer. Stop in again. We're usually on every Thursday night. We do a little net. There's a live feed going on Facebook right now. There's all kinds of people. Usually we start about 8, sometimes a little earlier, 7:30 or so people are on, but about 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, sometimes midnight. There's many people over the state out here. It's usually pretty good. It can get pretty riled up with, we hear a lot of other people, so it's hard, but yeah, definitely stop in and talk anytime. You got Screwdriver over here in New Gloucester, and the other guy you were talking to at first that I kind of interrupted the conversation. I'm sorry, but that was Radio Man. He is running the net and doing a live feed as we speak.
Great. Thank you for letting me in. And, I didn't know this was going on. So I'll keep my ears on for next Thursday. I can remember to turn the radio on.
Yeah, and if you're on AM, there's a group of us on 12 on AM. We travel south. A few of us travel south in the mornings about 7 o'clock and 5 o'clock on the way home in mobiles, and then we're on bases, throughout the week. And 28's a big channel, and yeah, definitely nice hearing you. And man, was that Mr. John with the Ranger?
Good evening.
Holy crap! Good evening, Mr. John. How goes it?
Not too bad. We figured we'd say howdy. Sounding good up here, man.
Oh man, the old strike is working. I like it.
You're hammering over here in Solon, John. Hey, you're hammering right back, man. Who we got here? You got Wingnut. I'm up in Solon. Usually my home base is in Auburn. Oh yeah, I got a good signal on you. Hey, you got John over here in Belfast. You're doing a good job, man. And for the Belfast.
Really, pipeline. That is impressive. I don't know how long that is for a distance, but that is impressive. Holy crap, that Ranger is working. I don't know if you could hear him, John, but that is pipeline. He's over there in Rumford. So I don't have a map in front of me or a way to check the mileage, but that's got to be over 100 miles.
Oh, wow. Who is it down there?
Yeah, that is his handle is Pipeline, or 621 Pipeline. He's over there in Rumford.
I don't know if I can hear him there, Screwdriver. Tell him try one more time.
Try yelling, Mr. Pipeline.
Bit, man. Not enough to pull you out, but I can definitely hear you up in there.
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, good for you guys. That is for local talking. That's I don't know the mileage. You could map it out, but I'm gonna definitely guess it's over 100 because I think it's like 85 or so from me. And Pipeline, you got to be 30 miles the opposite direction. So yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better than me, I guess.
It's all about that Ranger, isn't it, Floyd?
How about it, John? You got a copy?
Hey, man, is that Swiper?
You got it.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
You can actually hear me down there?
You sound great tonight. Hey, good. Maybe it's because I'm on the Kenwood, and I've been on, Rangers before.
Yeah, right on, man. Yeah, you're sounding good up here.
10-4.
10-4 in the Chicago, 123.
Yeah, 10-4 in the Chicago 123. Not BBI.
No, I got my Buzilla, 123 Chicago. That thing's awesome.
paranoid. He says there was a 123 Hampton in front of him, but he's wearing a BBI sweatshirt.
Roger that. He's not eating Twinkies, though.
What was that? I missed that. Kind of a cinnamon roll guy. I'm going to take off. You guys have a good night. It's been a pleasure. What? No way.
Have a good night, Swiper.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later there, neighbor. Hey, Swiper, have a good night that way.
On Harriet Newport. I hear you right over here in Waldoboro.
Have a good one, Swiper.
What? No way.
I heard it.
No way.
Nice, babe.
See you later, Swiper.
I am. I changed my mic to see if that took care of the problem.
Yeah, that sounded pretty good there. It wasn't breaking up at all.
Yeah, I bounced around a little bit and tried it on some quiet channels, and it seemed to do all right.
Yeah, it almost sounded like you had a broken wire or something in there.
Ooh, there's one more to write on the list. I don't think I heard him checking earlier.
Who's that?
Rooster?
I got him.
Oh, I guess I was when I wasn't listening.
So you count Andy and Ice-T as 2 or 1?
I only count him as 1 because, they're sharing a microphone.
Last week I counted them as 2, but they actually checked in almost a half hour apart, and they both were talking. I definitely would count them as 1 tonight because I haven't heard Rice-T actually key up. Andy was hogging the mic.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Hey, is that hum still in there?
Stand by. We're going to have to go to the judges. And judges say there's no hum.
Roger.
It was a hama. What'd you find for a problem?
Sounded clean in my machine.
I didn't do anything. I think maybe somebody was keyed up with me.
Oh, maybe. Because it wasn't like staring at the radio or anything, but it almost sounded like you weren't the same signal as you are right now. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was somebody else keying up with you for sure, because it sounds perfect right there. Which radio are you playing with tonight?
It's a big black box.
That don't narrow it down. Can you hear Floyd, Hawkeye?
Occasionally, yeah, if it's quiet and conditions are just right.
I just know he's hearing you because he's definitely repeating what you're saying, so I was curious if you could hear him. I love alligator radios.
Tonight is, I'm hearing Paranoid better than I ever have before, and Fix It was sounding exceptionally good tonight.
I'm hearing
Roger.
Fallen pretty good.
You guys aren't helping me any. I was hoping I was hearing more because I got my antenna up higher.
Yeah, hang on a second, Ron. I'm pretty sure that was Ron. Did you hear Wingnut, Waldo, and so on, Hawkeye?
Yeah, I had no issues hearing Wingnut.
You know why, Wingnut?
What's that now?
You know why he's hearing you, right?
Why is that?
There's no BBI.
He told you why that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Mr. Ron. Yeah, how much further did you get your antenna up?
About 24 feet.
Yeah, I mean, you're cranking over here. You give me a good signal. I'm really curious if it's your radio or if it's the mic that doesn't sound, this is kind of patent pending, but doesn't sound amazing.
I would go with the mic, is my guess.
Radio man, if you don't have your spoken jacket on, I think Ron deserves a high-quality playback of yours.
He did. I know I sound like poop. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to the level of finding a decent mic yet, but I want to get there.
Yes, do you have a stock mic over there or anything, Ron, or is that the only mic you got?
Unfortunately, this is the only mic I have.
Roger. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm sure between a few of us out here, we could find a mic or two for you to try out and find something that sounds a little bit better.
I definitely would appreciate it, and I'll definitely reimburse too on that same note.
Yeah, because I know when you played your little sound toy, that thing sounded great. So I definitely would lean probably more towards the mic than the radio.
That's more on that.
What did I walk into this morning when Radio Man was talking to you? Sounded like a bean can fart shithole or something. What did you say then? Do you remember?
I heard piece of shit B&M bean can hole.
The fart shit box thing, but yeah, I remember I came in halfway, so I don't know, but I definitely heard a bean can shit audio something.
Yeah, I remember thinking that was kind of harsh.
I can't remember word for word, but I found it extremely funny myself, so I didn't take it personal.
I don't even remember what I just said, but it's still funny.
Well, at least they said it was a good bean can.
sounded mean, and I guess I'm lost here for one. What is a number 10 bean can?
Or a soup kitchen.
Okay, so, I mean, if you would have said B&M, like Hawkeye said, I would have took that better. So my previous statement stands true. It's a shithole bean. Well, I don't know what I said now. Never mind.
No, a 10 is the best kind of bean hole can, the big one.
It's coming in a 55 fucking gallon drum. Usually that's the shit you give to kids in the school department because it's the cheapest and it's everything else thrown into one. Well, there's no need to apologize. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I guess that. No, it was a good play.
I was just really confused. I've never heard of a number 10 bean can. And I do know Hawkeye keyed up and said something about B&M, and then I'm like, okay, I know what B&M is, but I've never heard of a number 10 bean can.
Yeah, me either. I just knew it wasn't good.
Connection here. I don't think I'm throwing the line out too far. It sounds like it might be a stool softener, a stool. Wait, fuck, what was his handle? Holy fuck, I'm losing it.
All I know is I left that conversation thinking, I hope the hell nobody ever says that to me.
Well, I've heard your echo sometimes, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all in fun.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't fun and playful. It was very fun and playful. I thought it was fucking hilarious. You told me I sound like I'm in a shithole outhouse. I'm gonna fucking think it's funny. I'm gonna try to rectify it or whatever. But no, I'm not saying you were mean. I don't think you were mean like you were making somebody cry. I think I was meaner tonight to 500 than what that was. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was mean. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I hate being lied to. I used to hear it all the time on 28, but they're always like, oh, yeah, it's not even just to me, to everybody. Oh, that sounds great. And I'll key up and I'll be like, are you serious? I can't even understand what he's saying, whoever it was. So, yeah, if I sound like shit, I want to be told. So if I'm running a piece of shit and I don't have anything else and I sound like shit, I'm going to be like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, it is what it is. But if it's a normal setup or I'm trying to set up something new, I want help. I want to know if I sound like shit.
That way there we can fix it.
Exactly.
And I agree with you 100% on your comment with that screwdriver.
Actually, I don't even know. I don't know if I run this mic on sideband. How does this thing sound? Like I said, I'm out back on the Striker with this, $20 mic and the 6-bill.
Good and strong in my ear.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I'm not like way off and that wonky, you know what I mean? I'm happy with it. So, yeah. But yeah, you're right. And I remember that day you were talking about that. Hey, I think we were on 12, and a couple people were like, "Oh, you sound good," and I was fucking around with my audio inside on the computer, and You were like, I'm going to take a page out of your advice. It does not sound awesome. And I'm like, that's the feedback I want to hear. Yeah, and I heard you, Mr. Pipeline. I'm glad that it's sounding decent out there, too. So I guess it's working. But yeah, I 100% agree. Now, I have been told, and I've tried to have gotten better with this the last few years, and I think I have. It depends on who I'm talking to. But I have been told that I was super critical, like exact words, is I was super critical of people's audio when I talk to them, and I'm kind of demeaning. You know, and yeah, it was a rolling joke for a couple years between me and Swiper and a bunch of people, but because I would let somebody know if they sounded like shit. But I got to the point of, you know, I'm not going to tell the Spaceys and this person, the Flies, that you squeal and you sound like shit, because I got to say it every day. They get it sounding good, then they turn it back up, so I stopped saying it. Because people give me shit. So if there's somebody out here that I don't talk to every day, I'm like, if they don't sound the greatest, I'm not going to say anything. Unless they ask. If they ask, how's my radio sound, I'm going to say something. But if it's a friend, if it's you, if it's Hawkeye, Swiper, Fix-It, if you don't sound good, I'm going to tell you, you know. I mean, fuck, I tell Fix-It he sounds like shit at least twice a week. If it's somebody I talk to every day, I'm going to let you know if it doesn't sound normal, you know. You know, if it's just, I would want somebody to tell me. If I'm on something really wonky, I'd want somebody to tell me. Now, if I come back to you and say, yeah, I know I'm fucking with this, I'm trying to get it better, you know, maybe a little bit of help or whatever would be nice, but, you know, then it's all good. But if you tell me this thing is sounding like shit, I'm going to be like, okay, fuck, what do I got to do here? I don't know what's going on. You can definitely get some pricks in there, that's for sure. And like I said, I mean, your audio, like, even not knowing you, after I heard you, if you just threw in a couple of comments and you were talking with other people and not me, I probably wouldn't say much. But, you know, if you start talking with me and hold a little bit of conversation, I just might be like, hey, your audio doesn't sound the greatest. But it's not bad. I mean, like, it's 100% true. We can understand you. You sound okay. I wouldn't say you sound good. I'd say you sound okay or fine, you know, in that general area. You know, so it's yeah, I mean, if it's understandable and I don't have to strain myself to hear what you're saying, it's better than a lot of people out here.
Hey, where is that number 10 can guy at, anyhow?
I'm in Bowden.
Copy that, yep. You're I'm over here in Bath, and it's not real clear. Just thought I'd toss that in there.
Yeah, I still got some tinkering to do. I'm hoping slowly dialing it in.
definitely giving my meter a workout. You're pushing me to 30 anyhow.
Thank you.
Whoops. It doesn't sound amazing, but it'd definitely be an improvement. If that's all the issue was, it would be an improvement for you. And then at least give you an idea of what you need to do.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate any help, and we'll take you up on that offer.
What radio is he on?
I got a Galaxy Saturn Turbo.
10-4 on that, yeah.
It's honestly more radio than I know, but I'm learning.
Yeah, I got one of those Delta M2s hooked up to my Saturn Turbo, and if you got a way to get over here to grab it, I'll let you take it.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to take you up on that sometime.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, I'm sure I can find mics here too. You know, like I said, between the people who are out here, I'm sure over the next couple of days, some people will get some shit together, and you know, whether Radio Man swinging over and he wants to grab mics from different people, or you're going out, or I don't know when our next meetup is. I know we were talking about doing one this month, the end of this month, but you know, we do meet up for like breakfast, or you know, we try to have a bigger meetup once every couple months for some supper and some drinks somewhere. So we get a bunch of people together. So if you're on the Facebook page, you'll hear about that. And out here, obviously, we say it when we're getting close, or we know. But yeah, I'm sure we could definitely find you something pretty easily.